if you wait for me, then I'll come for you. Although I've traveled far, I always hold a place for you in my heart.
Mike and I both came from large families. I have 11 brothers and sisters, and he has 6 brothers and sisters. He's the oldest, I'm the youngest. And we met and got married real quickly because well, I mean, he saw me, I was gorgeous. So he fell in love immediately. Let's say that. Anyway, no, we met and married fairly quickly because we wanted to start a family. We really wanted to have a bunch of kids. And after 5 years of infertility, we decided that we struggled enough with that and we were ready to have a family one way or another. So we decided to adopt, and it was hard to make that decision because I think there were some fears that we had about it, and that we didn't know what birth parents would be like. We didn't know how they would react or respond to us, and we probably had some fears about how much we might love a child that wasn't biologically ours. And the remarkable thing that happened is that that they ours, and the love is so tremendous that you feel for these little people. It's overwhelming, really. It is.
Remembering your touch, your kiss, your warm embrace, I'll find my way back to you if you'll be waiting.
I think that you definitely have a lot of reservations when you get into adoption, and one of the reasons is as we probably stated earlier, the fear of loving them enough, the fear of rejection in case the birth moms might want to change their mind, the fear of the unknown. What are they going to look like? How are they going to act? How much of it is it we're going to control, and how much we're not going to control? So I think all those fears go through your mind, but in reality, whenever you meet those birth parents or whenever you meet those children, right away that it's going to happen, it's going to work, or it's not going to work.
Obviously, I was not ready to be a mom at 21. I never regret my decision, ever. I mean, yeah, once in a while I'm like, oh, what would it be like to have Jordan with me? But at the same time, I'm like, there's no way. Like, when you look at the bigger span of my life and what's going on in it, there's no way I could have given him the life that he has today. I know the thing that struck me about Monique was just how pretty she was. And it seemed like there were some things that we had in common, and that she was going to school at Eau Claire. I had graduated from Eau Claire. We were both Catholic. All 3 of us were Catholic. We were about the same height, which was appealing to me. I mean, it just felt, I don't know, I just felt a really good connection with you right away.
The most important thing is that our children know how much they were loved, not just by us, but by everyone, and especially their birth moms, because I mean that was the most, in our opinion, that's the most amazing thing that you can do, is to do something for the love of a child. And so they've done that, and so obviously they did that for such a good reason that it's important for our children to see that and continue to see that, because that love doesn't stop. The birth mother's love doesn't stop. It doesn't stop from us. So let's continue that, because you can never be loved enough. And the other things we do make sure that everybody treats all of our children, you know, as a family too. It's not they're all your kids. They're all your grandkids. They're all your, you know, nieces and nephews, whichever, you know, depending on the relationship. And so we felt it's important that nobody gets excluded in that. So that Cameron, who happens to come from Guatemala, is not necessarily going to have that close, you know, birth mother relationship, but we want him to have that same, you know, attention from the extended family that we think we have. So
I was adopted through hope from my parents, and when I found out I was pregnant, my parents weren't, you know, obviously jumping for joy at that time. But it was my mom that was instinctively like, okay, there's an option of adoption, and you need to consider it pretty strongly.
We selected Hope because we lived in Stillwater, and we wanted a local agency where we could communicate more easily with them.
we did interview at a couple of other adoption agencies like Children Home Society, and I can't even remember some of the other ones in St. Paul and Minneapolis, and it seemed like we were going into a big office building where there was lots of people, and a lot, you know, we were coming in as 3 other families were coming out, and we just thought, well, our chances are better if we had a smaller group of people to work with, and they're going to focus more on us and what we need.
The kids, they are so interested in the kids and what the kids are doing, and hi Peggy, how are you? And you know, oh my gosh, they're getting so big, they're so grown up. So there's no question we're no number there. We're real people that are trying to have a real family, and it's their goal. They're to help us accomplish that. How lucky we are to have these kids, and I don't mean to tear up every time I say it, but we are so blessed to have them, and to have these amazing birth moms as part of our family is absolutely incredible. And to not get to experience the things that we experience with them. I remember the first time Sydney said to me, she said to me, Mom, I can see me in your eyes. And the first time he said from the backseat of the car, love you much, Mama. Those kind of moments that, had we not decided to adopt, it makes me sad to think that they wouldn't be part of our lives. And the other thing that makes me sad to think is how easily Melissa, Monique, Cameron's birth mom could have made a different choice in terminating a pregnancy, and how these beautiful, wonderful beings wouldn't be here. And that just breaks my heart. I just feel so very happy and fortunate that we have these 3 little shavers to keep us on our toes.
Well, Peggy was there like when I was pregnant with Jordan, like every doctor appointment I went through, she was there, and she knows about like the hard stuff that I had to go through with my parents too. She was there, and I don't know, to me, I don't know, I think she's known that it wasn't just a, okay, here you go, like simple decision for me either. It in no way was, like after he was born, like it took my mom, because I didn't want to touch him or hold him, because I just felt like if I didn't see him, it would be better for me. But it took my mom to say, you need to say goodbye to him. And I don't know. But I know they put as much love. They have so much love for all of them. And that's all I ask, is that someone would love him as much as I would have. So I know every day that I made the right decision for him.
We just wanted what was the best for him, whether that was going to be with Monique or with us. I knew that he would be loved no matter where he was.
You know, the old saying, it takes a village to raise a child, and you know, we're just working on our village. You can never have enough grandparents. You can never have enough aunts and uncles in our. There's certain qualities obviously you want from your kids. You want them all to be popular. You want them to be athletes. You want them to be everything. But mostly, what you want is you want them to have lots of friends.
Say you hold a place for me in your heart, a place for me in your heart, a place for